And pay attention.
Global Chic is all about fashion freedom, new fabrics, patterns, and soft silhouettes with spicy details. So be free. Iman Global Chic, only on HSN.
Father's Day is the perfect chance to let Dad know how much you appreciate him.
But finding that one-of-a-kind gift is not that simple. That's where we come in.
We're gonna help you stay on target.
We'll keep you above par. So when it comes to Father's Day, you can go all in.
Find all your gifts for Dad this year during Father's Day Faves with Adam, Guy, and Ty. Tonight at 9. Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Pride is about visibility, it's about inclusion, it's about diversity. Pride is an opportunity to celebrate our authentic selves.
Well, hi everyone, I'm Alice Carone. This next hour may be the most important hour you spend of this week, of this month, maybe even of this year, maybe of the next 10 years. Because we are talking about hair. And when it comes to hair, we are all very personally involved in trying to keep as much of it as we possibly can and keep it growing and keep it looking good. Well, that's what Capillus has been doing for years now. This is an FDA-cleared laser hair therapy device. They make it look so easy. They make it look so normal, if you will, because now you just put on a cap and look at the before and afters. This is 6 months. This is worn once a day. This is about helping to promote hair growth. And it does it in a way that is effortless, that is painless, and really truly works for so many people. But this one that you're getting today, this is the Capillus 202. And it's battery operated, so it's simple, it's easy to use. And literally, you just put the cap on. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. It's completely goof-proof. But the most important part about this is this actually has more lasers inside of it that covers more area of your scalp than some of the previous designs. So you're really getting one of the highest grade now. You're getting the newest technology. You're also getting a longer warranty with it as well. I'm gonna bring in Sean Diddy because Sean Diddy is actually head of education when it comes to Capillus. And Sean, love that you are joining us. This is something that is so personal for so many of us. I think that as you get older, I don't know how many times in a week, one of my girlfriends says to me, oh my gosh, my hair, it just feels so thin. It feels like I'm losing all my hair. What can I do? It's so frustrating. It's somewhat, I think, embarrassing for a lot of us, but there is something that we can do, and truly, it's so effortless to be able to do it. I will say our event price today, I have to just call this out. You're saving $1,000. This is all, if you bought two, it would almost be like a buy one, get one. I mean, it's that incredible of a savings today. 5 flex payments, free shipping. I will talk about financing. First of all, I want to talk about the technology. This could be life-changing technology.
It really is. And, I say that a lot, and sometimes I don't want to overpromise something, but truly, I've been in this industry now for over a decade, just specifically, oh gosh, almost 20 years, looking at, products that can help people. But most importantly, I was a health reporter. So I was interviewing people about hair loss. I was interviewing the top physicians and didn't know that it ran in my family. So I see you, I hear you. We will answer your questions today. This is top of the line. One, the company you can trust. Two, this is the best value I've ever been able to offer on HSN. I've been with this product for 5 years here. So let's talk about what you're getting. You're getting a medical grade technology. This is FDA cleared. It has been shown by clinical studies to not only help stop your hair loss, so we can help stop where it is, but it actually has been shown to regrow your own hair. And I think men were talking about hair loss probably before women, but in the news lately, we've been hearing a lot about it. There are some famous people that have come out and said that they're dealing with hair loss. The studies for this were done on folks with androgenetic alopecia. And I'm going to show you on my own head. So I'm going to turn this off for a second. Women and men lose our hair a little differently, but it's all because of the same thing. It is DHT. It's a hormone. And most folks, over 90% of us who lose our hair, have androgenetic alopecia, about 1 in 3 people. So just know, 1, you're not alone. 2, there is something you can do about it. So the cap itself, and we're going to walk through everything having to do with this cap, but it's silicone. This has been developed over the years. The technology actually isn't new, but you used to have to get a prescription. We also had a 20-minute version. Well, now 6 minutes. And literally you do this 6 minutes a day. It's easy. You push the button. So this is a lithium ion battery. You're going to charge this. You can always tell when you're ready to charge or needing to charge when the blue lights get down to about 2. Now you're hearing a beep right now. That's because it's not on my head. And that's just a safety mechanism that's built in. Now, as soon as you put it on your head, it's going to turn on. That little beeping stops. It times itself for the 6 minutes. Now I'm going to lift it so you can see it. See the red? Those are lasers. It's called low-level laser therapy. Now what is it? It's actually class 3R medical grade lasers. They don't hurt, don't worry. It's actually cool lasers. Some people will call this cool laser technology. And I know there are lasers out there that can remove hair. These are lasers that grow hair. Now this, again, patented eye safety mechanism. That's what I told you about. Very flexible. It is made of silicone. You'll wipe this out with a warm washcloth. Don't use alcohol-based cleaners on this. If you are going to share it within your family, you're welcome to just wipe it out. But you're also getting excellent detail here. We actually source products, the best products from all around the world, but this is hand assembled in Miami, Florida. I frequent the office. I talk to our customer service folks. These are hand assembled. So each one of these lasers has been hand placed in the USA for you, and you're going to get information so that if you need to call our customer service, they're in Miami. They'll answer your calls. These are, I see these folks regularly when I go down to the office. So you can see this is top of the line, and you just saw something on your screen that might have caught your eye. 180-day extended warranty. And I know Alice will tell you more about that. But the reason we think that's so important is, most products you'll see 30 days. With this, we're giving you that 2-year unlimited warranty. With the details, you'll get that. But lasers last a very, very long time, and androgenetic alopecia is a lifetime medical issue. And the reason we're giving you 6 months is you didn't lose your hair overnight. So again, in 0 to 3 months, you may not see a whole lot of change, but it's happening. And we actually have some footage, and I'll explain that in a bit. But at that 3 to 6 month mark, most folks are seeing a difference. And I know Alice and the whole team at HSN, we have Lynn's brother has this, Adam Pressman has this. I mean, we all can tell you that we've seen great results, but we want you to take a before picture because you have 6 months to try this, to regrow your own hair, and then let us know what you think. So again, Alice, I know there's lots to talk about, but my main thing is I use this. I've dealt with this. I lost hair through my crown. I was stuck on a commercial shoot. They stopped everything, and the hairdresser came over and said, "Listen, we can see your scalp through her hair. We can't shoot this." Wow. And it was all I could do to not cry.
Yeah.
So and I've interviewed people and I've cried with them because they've seen results and they're happy. And I've cried with them because they haven't been happy with wedding pictures that came back and their scalp was showing, or they wouldn't go on a date, or they wouldn't go after a raise at work. This is a 3-month example. Now, remember, you get 6 months. Now, the one thing you have to do is you do have to put it on your head every day for 6 minutes, but it's very, very easy. But that's his 3-month result. And everybody's results will vary a little bit, but we all kind of have the same stages of growth. I love this one because he has shorter hair. And no, it's not miracle, but definitely you see a smaller bald patch, right?
Mm-hmm. And you know, I think so for so many of us, we know that. We know that part, you know, that just keeps separating and separating, and it gets thinner, and your hair gets thinner and thinner. If there is anything that you can do that is so painless, that is so simple, that is so easy, that you can try for 6 months and see for yourself if you are getting results with it, how can you possibly not do it? How can you not do it? We're gonna give you 5 months to pay for it, $195.80 on your credit card today. We will ship it to you absolutely free. Get it and start using it. It is just one of those things that if there is anything you can do, if there is anything you can do to help promote thicker, healthier hair, absolutely, give it a try. I mean, now tell me, Sean, can I use it? This is men, this is women. Who is this for? And is there a certain age? Do I have to be, 30, or do I have to be 60 or anything?
Well, and I think a lot of us, it runs in our family, and this can be preventative. So we always talk to adults, mostly, but if you are completely bald, then I am sorry that we can't bring that bald patch back. So if that hair is completely miniaturized, and we have some footage of a hair follicle, and I'll explain more about that. But as long as that follicle is producing something, even if it's a teeny weeny little thin vellus hair, in most cases, we can grow that hair back. So again, this is for really almost everyone. It's over 90, I think it's like 96%, give or take, of people who are dealing with hair loss. It's due to androgenetic alopecia. It's all the same hormone, whether you're a man or a woman. So I know, I think we're starting to talk about hormones more, and we're saying, okay, here's this thing. Well, those of us who have this, we're more susceptible to DHT. So it actually makes that follicle miniaturize faster. So again, make sure that as you look at your lineage, because now we can all do that, and you look at those family photos, if there's somebody in your family, and either your father's or your mother's side, because when I first started in this business, I had heard an old tale that, oh no, it's only your mother's side. Right. Yeah, it's either side.
I heard it too.
It can come from either side or both.
Well, how do I know if I have, what you're talking about? How do I know if I have that condition or genetic condition so that I should try this?
Well, in most cases, now, if you do have any questions, we always tell you to check with your physician. So you go to a dermatologist, or your, sometimes, plastic surgeons actually offer Capillus. But in most cases, because this is low-level laser therapy, there are no known side effects. So no worries. It's been clinically tested on Fitzpatrick skin types 1 through 4. It hasn't been tested on 5 and 6. So again, for most folks, if you're noticing hair loss, there is a good chance that Capillus can help you. And because there aren't any side effects, this isn't chemicals, this isn't, anything to that effect, then it should, in most cases, work for you. But if you do have questions, maybe you're taking a medication that makes you photosensitive, then maybe just check with your physician first. And I also want to just say, we all lose a little bit of hair. So let's talk about that, because there's an anagen, telogen, catagen phase. So almost like leaves, your hair will grow, and then it's the part where we see it. Then that hair falls out and a new healthy hair grows in. So the average person loses about 100 hairs a day. Now, if you're like me, and you have androgenetic alopecia in your family, or maybe you're noticing this and you're noticing hair on the pillow, hair on your shirt. I had a friend over this weekend, and there was, my hair falls out in the sink, and it's embarrassing. And I kept, apologizing to her. And if hair is falling out and causing you stress, give us 6 months. If you're noticing it's thinner, give us the 6 months. I have tried everything. I have tried the sprays. This is what's happening. So your hair is falling out because you are dealing with that miniaturization. We're going to see this again. So don't worry if you missed it. Let's watch it again. That's a thick, healthy hair. Now watch what's happening. This is called miniaturization. That follicle is not getting the blood flow that it needs, and your hair will fall out. That red that you see is low-level laser therapy in your Capillus cap. See how that hair now is thicker and fuller? One more time, it gets thinner and thinner. Now, as long as that follicle has just a little bit of life in it, we can rejuvenate it. We can bring it back.
Amazing.
This is the technical term is photobiomodulation. And Alice, I always think of plants, you know, when we learned about photosynthesis, and you give the sun to the plant and it can grow. That's why that 6 months is so important, because, you know, the first 0 to 3 months, it's growing. You don't dig your
But
plant
you can't
back
see
up.
it. Right. You just can't see it. Hasn't broken through yet. Listen, what a great time. What a great time to invest in something that truly can be so traumatic. It can be embarrassing. I know people who stay home because they are so self-conscious about their hair. This is your chance to do something that's so simple, that is so easy, and you have 6 months to try it. If it doesn't work, send it back. Yes, this is an investment, but can you think of something that's more important about the way you look, or the way that the way that you look and how it makes you feel? I mean, why not try it? Why not experience it? And then if it doesn't work, but this is FDA cleared, okay? And that's the important thing here. This isn't just something that's like, okay, yeah, we'll try it. This is something that has worked for a lot of people. I want you to hear from Isabel, who has tried it.
I took a picture on the very first day. I parted my hair down the middle, took my camera, my phone, and took some photos. Continued using the product, and a coworker of mine kept wanting to see what my results were. So a few months later, she said, you know, I think things are working. I had shared with her, and she said, I think things are working. Take a picture, take another picture. And finally, I did it, and it happened to be at the 6-month mark, almost to the day. And when I compared the pictures, it makes me emotional, because I really didn't expect to see those results. And it's really fascinating when you can do research about a product and what you read is true, and that you see the results, and that it can be very life-changing, especially for women.
I think she makes a point, you know, because I think that, you know, losing your hair, without question, Sean, can be traumatic for anyone. I don't care who you are. It can be traumatic for anyone. But I think that there is an expectation that women are not going to lose their hair. And I think we are all finding out now. It's like, well, yeah, I don't know who have things changed or whatever, but things have changed. This is for each and every one of us. This is for your whole family if it needs to be. And why not get it home? And today it is like a half-price sale that we are doing. We've taken over $1,000 off the price of what you would normally pay for this. So get it home. And if you need to, I will tell you, since you can share it, you know, it seems like you only need one for the family. But if you bought 2, it'd be like a buy one, get one, because that's how great the savings is today. Free shipping and handling, you can put it on 5 flex payments, but this is something you need to try. This is something that you should invest in yourself, because you hear testimonials like Isabel's, but it's not just, it's all of us. You know what? It's a certain age, all of a sudden your hair just seems to kind of like, wow, you know, what happened? What happened overnight? And what can I do? And then you start with the shampoos and this and that. And this is a whole different thing, because, you know, truthfully, Sean, you think about shampoos can only address the hair that's out already. It doesn't address what hasn't and isn't growing in.
Right, and if you are using minoxidil, it's actually a great product that helps to regrow hair, but it's sticky, and we talk about compliance a lot when we talk about the studies. Minoxidil is a little hard to stick with, and that's why the Capillus cap actually has some of the best results, because hello, you put a baseball cap on your head, and by the way, you can take the cap out. So I'm just going to turn mine off. Remember, lithium ion rechargeable battery. comes with the case, comes with everything you need in case you travel internationally. But there's a dome in here. So if you're saying, oh, I don't really love the Capillus cap, I want to wear my team cap, I want to wear my sun hat, as long as you can just bring the cord out, you just put it through it. But what I've noticed, I talk to a lot of friends, and I say, you could walk the dog with it on. 6 minutes goes by really quick. So by the time you put this on your head, push your button, get your tennis shoes on, and get the dog on the leash, it's done. And it beeps 3 times, and it tells you it's over. Now, if you're wondering, okay, wait, now, am I losing my hair, and are men and women different? Remember, I said men and women are the same in regard to the hormone DHT that causes us to lose our hair. Men and women are the same in that this 202 lasers gives us good coverage. But women will lose our hair, and see if you're noticing this more in your part. Again, if you have done the clip-in extensions or the sprays, think about how much money you spend on that, because once you own this cap, you own it forever, and it regrows your hair. If you're a woman and you're in that white area that you see on that liquid Savin classification, then we can't bring back that bald spot. But if you're in the place where the follicle is producing anything, even a real thin, we call them vellus hairs, and we can generally bring that follicle back. Just order the Capillus right away today, get your before picture taken, and then give us that 6 months. And again, men, and I feel like men talk about this a little more, they get the bald patch on the top, and it isn't about age. I've interviewed women who've lost their hair in their 20s. I've interviewed men who had a great head of hair, and then all of a sudden in their 60s, they realized, they were losing it. So it's not too late. The only thing that can happen, again, if you're shiny bald, like in the white down in the bottom, we cannot bring that follicle back. So that's why please order today, or if you maybe have, an adult son or daughter, and okay, this runs in the family. My daughter is 22. We talk about this a lot. I was adopted, and so I was 52 before I saw the pictures of my biological paternal side. Lots of baldness. And I thought, oh, well, this information would have helped about 25 years ago. Mm-hmm. So my daughter's in her 20s. This can also be preventative because there are no side effects. This is low-level laser therapy. This value, like I said, I've never seen a price like this. And it's not, I think this is about time. And Alice, you probably know too, when you can do something that gives you confidence, and if you're happy with your hair and you're like, I don't care that my hair is falling out, that is fine. You be you, you be beautiful. Because this isn't about beauty in my mind. This is about confidence and you looking and feeling healthy. And if you pay for a gym membership, maybe you're like me and I don't go, there goes that money. You will own this. And you literally put it on your head for 6 minutes a day. And because we have this hair loss issue, it actually doesn't go away. It stays with us for life. So if you stop wearing your cap after you've grown your hair back, it'll start to fall out again. So 6 minutes a day.
So this is a commitment going forward.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but don't panic. If you forget like a day or two, the world, but, and so this is great because in 0 to 3 months, kind of like Alice and I were talking, and if you were listening at that point where we said, it's working, it's just growing that 5 to 6 millimeters from the follicle through the scalp. But in 3 to 6 months, that's when, and I'll take mine off, you're probably going to see the hair growing through here. And we have some photos where you can see a gal's fringe and bangs growing back. 6 to 12 months, we see even more. 12 to 24, it grows. At 24 months, that's about as grown back as your hair is going to get. So then we just call it maintenance, but all it is, 6 minutes a day, plop it on your head. Love my technical term, plop. But again, this is science. It is convenient. It is called photobiomodulation. But if you're price comparison shopping, make sure you're looking at lasers, not LEDs, and the 202, because this is some of the best coverage in the marketplace, and it's from a company you can really trust, and US-based customer service.
Wow. I mean, what an opportunity. Only here at this price. Event price, $979, but you are getting the new updated version. You're getting the most lasers, okay? And you're getting the ability to be able to get this home and try it for 6 months. 6 months, you can try it. If you don't love it, if you don't see the results that you are expecting, then you are welcome to return it. But you have 6 months to try it and 5 months to pay for it. I want you to hear from Martino and hear what Martino said after he used it.
My name is Martino Cardi, celebrity stylist. When I turned 40 years old, I noticed my hairline was really starting to thin, and I was starting to panic. So I found a hair restoration surgeon, world-renowned guy, right here in Florida. So I went to him and I had the transplant. I spent a lot of money, and he told me, you really should protect your investment. And by doing that, I want you to get this Capillus laser cap. And what it's going to do, it's going to stop the hair from falling out that you already had with the surgery. Plus, it's going to help other hair come in thicker and more fuller, like when you were younger. Being a celebrity stylist, I have access to the best of the best. So if I choose Capillus, you should too. FDA approved, clinical results. You're gonna love your hair.
That's a pretty strong endorsement right there coming from Martino. I mean, when you think about what his business is, and he used it personally. He's not talking about, well, for my clients, or this is about something that was personal to him, for heaven's sakes. And he is saying such a strong endorsement of this product. Get it home and try it, experience it, and this is the time to do it. Look, if you haven't signed up for our HSN credit card, you could get $10 off your next purchase as soon as you're approved. So at least it's a great way to start, you know, why not? But make that choice, and make the choice today when we have this on such an incredible savings. We're saving you $1,000. But what you could be saving going forward in terms of how you look, how you feel, every time you brush your hair, every time you style your hair. And you know, Sean, I had a couple of questions. One being, when you put it on, because I think especially with a lot of women, you know, it can tend to be right in the front that they suffer a lot of the thinness. Can you put it more towards the front so that the lasers really get that, or should it not touch the skin at all?
No, you are right on. And if you have that question, I'm going to put it on my head and just show you that because low-level laser therapy has gone through all of these clinical trials, so double-blind clinical studies, you can pull this down, and you should. So if you're one of those people that wants to really address this area, now I'm going to lift it so you can see that the lasers are on. Mm-hmm. But you go ahead and put it there, because this actually, it's a cool laser. It is called low-level laser therapy, but the laser itself, let me show you, is red. So it's a class 3R laser, and it'll penetrate the skin 5 to 6 millimeters, but you don't feel it. In fact, I forget I have the hat on. I've had some people say, well, I feel like I feel a little warmth. Honestly, I think that warmth is because you have a cap on your head and you're feeling a little bit of the weight of it. But these are cool lasers. This technology has been used in the medical field for decades. In fact, when hair loss, first folks started to deal with it, this was found. This is the clinical look. It's called miniaturization. And they found that this laser, the low-level laser therapy, could rejuvenate that follicle. It actually stimulates blood flow and makes the hair regrow. So here it is again, getting thinner and thinner. This is probably what's happening to you, you know, and it'll eventually fall out unless you get it under control now with low-level laser therapy. That's exactly what's in this cap. This is the same technology that you used to have to go to a plastic surgeon or dermatologist or doctor's office, make an appointment, sit under. Mm-hmm. You may have seen them, mm-hmm. the domes. I have. Then, it came into there's technology where it's like a comb, but it's, you hold it and then you move it and then you move it. The truth is, people don't stick with that. People stick with Capillus. It is convenient, but it is shown scientifically to not only stop your hair loss where it is, but look at this. That's 6 months, I believe. Oh, yeah, dramatic. So he's 6 months. Yeah. I might have said 3 earlier, and I apologize. He's at 6 months. But again, that's how long you have to try this, to see how it might work for you. That's pretty fantastic, and it's science, and that's what we love. When you look at this, and you think of what that must do for their psyche, for their self-esteem, everything about losing hair, it's difficult, it's challenging. Can we live with it? Sure. But if there's a way that we don't have to, if there's a way that we can be proactive and maybe do something about it, then can we not try? I mean, why not try today when you're saving $1,000 and when you have an opportunity to split that up on your credit card and try it for 6 months?
Try it for 6 months risk-free. So if it after 5 3/4 months it's not working for you, then send it back. And you don't have to, the full refund, okay? But get it home and try it. Just experience it. It is so simple. It is 6 minutes a day. It is putting a cap on. It's painless. And for heaven's sakes, after you buy this, you're done. You don't have to keep investing in shampoos or creams or this or that and try to remember to even do it. We have another testimonial that I want to share with you from Dr. Denise. Have a listen to this.
My name is Dr. Adrian Danes. I'm a medical doctor. I also have a PhD. 2 years ago, I began to see a profound change in the quality of my hair. I have started to use Capillus, and I find it effective. It is very important for me that Capillus is FDA cleared. You put it on your head, you turn it on, one button, and you're done.
There you see it. Just put the cap on. 6 minutes a day. But you can't put it on if you don't order it now. We only have about 1,000 of these to go around. We have limited quantity, and we have a limited event price of $9.79, and that's why you need to do this today. This is, the safety features are all there. There's no pain involved here at all. It's just a feeling of gentle warmth. And then everything about it is just the best of the best of the best. This is your newest model. This is gonna be not only more lasers than ever before, but you're gonna get the ability to use it for a more concentrated amount of time. So only 6 minutes now instead of, I think it used to be something like 20 minutes. So when you get it home and you start using it, you know what? You get to decide if you keep it. But I don't know of any other product Amanda, I don't know of any other product that we offer a 6 month, Sean, a 6 month return policy on. So you can really, I mean, I think that says everything about how much we as a company believe in this product, to be able to say to you, get this home 6 months, because once you do, you're gonna love it.
Yes, yes, and yes. And this is a question for you. Have you avoided getting your picture taken? Have you seen a picture of yourself? Or we're hearing it a lot in the video meetings for work, and people all of a sudden say, oh my gosh, is that the back of my head? Is that what the top of my head looks like? If you have hair loss somewhere in your family, there's a high likelihood you're one of the 1 in 3 who are dealing with androgenetic alopecia. That's what this can help. The other thing is, if you, I think, are skeptical, I love it, because this has science behind it, but it also has technology that has been, I guess we have testimonials. You know, the Martino, when that video of Martino, I have to tell you, let me put my hands in here so it's quiet and you can see it working. I was on HSN Live, and Martino came running down the hall. He was there with one of his products, and you know, he's a celebrity stylist in New York. And he said, wait a minute, I have that. And he jumped on air and he said, he told that same story that you heard. Well, in the video that you see here, he came to Florida to our studio. He had owned this beforehand. He said, absolutely. He's like, my goal is to help people feel good. And so his point was, he has to continue to grow that hair around where he had the hair replacement, because that'll continue to fall out. So you're getting that same technology. And again, yeah, if you want to listen to Martino again, anytime, Alice and team, but it was real. It was totally impromptu. It was so funny to see him come running up, because I honestly looked at our host. I think I might've been with Bobby, but I was like, I have no idea what's about to happen. It's live TV. And he just grabbed the cap and he's like, I have this, and told that story. So my point is, we have hairstylists, we have physicians, yes, we have real people loving this. And yeah, they said they have a video. I'll turn it over to you, Alice, wherever you want to go.
Actually, I'm what I would love to do? I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear him again. I'd love to hear Martino again, because it's so powerful when you see it and when you hear the passion in his voice. And like you said, that was completely, you know, just unscripted. Just, oh my gosh, I use this product.
My name is Martino Cardi, celebrity stylist. When I turned 40 years old, I noticed my hairline was really starting to thin, and I was starting to panic. So I found a hair restoration surgeon, world-renowned guy, right here in Florida. So I went to him and I had the transplant. I spent a lot of money and he told me, you really should protect your investment. And by doing that, I want you to get this Capillus laser cap. And what it's going to do, it's going to stop the hair from falling out that you already had with the surgery. Plus, it's going to help other hair come in thicker and more fuller, like when you were younger. Being a celebrity stylist, I have access to the best of the best. So if I choose Capillus, you should too. FDA approved, clinical results. You're going to love your hair.
Well, he is living proof because his hair looks amazing, doesn't it? I mean, you look at that head of hair and you think, well, I mean, he went through a lot. You know, he started with surgery, but then, I mean, to have his surgeon talk about protecting his investment, I mean, that's a really strong statement. It's a really strong testimonial, and it's a really great time for you to think about, what are you struggling with? What are you doing in terms of trying to be proactive? Maybe there is something you can do. Maybe there is, but you have to try it. You have to be willing to say, okay, you know what? I'm looking at that price. Yeah, I don't love $979. However, you are saving $1,000. And not only that, we're gonna let you put it on 5 flex payments, free shipping and handling. We will ship it to you free. But for heaven's sakes, I mean, Sean, you think about, if it works, is it not worth $1,000 times 10 times 100 times 1,000? I mean, truly, how much is it worth to have that confidence, that feeling of liking what you see in the mirror?
You're so correct. And again, I'm showing you, these are lasers. So this is top of the line technology, but I also want to show you my own hair. So I own clip-in hair extensions, and I still do a few commercials and some acting, and every once in a while I'll put those extensions in to have thicker hair. There are no extensions in my hair. I do that on purpose because I don't want to show you something that's not real. But what we're seeing so often, and I want you to know, I've lived in LA, I've lived in New York, a lot of people don't tell you the real truth of what they've gone through or how their hair looks. And now we have some pretty famous celebrities who have told the truth, that, you know, they've cried on, you know, national TV and said, listen, I'm losing my hair. Androgenetic alopecia runs in a lot of families, and there is something you can do about it. There are actually 4 things if you're a man. Men can take Finasteride. It's a medication. It was actually used for prostate issues, but they found it helped to regrow hair. There are some side effects for that. And women, it is not FDA approved for women. Now, this is FDA cleared. It's a medical device cleared for both men and women, and it has shown no side effects. So just know you're not ingesting anything if you're being really conscious about what you're putting on your skin, because we're starting to learn that can go into our skin. This is, again, laser. Now, you can use minoxidil. I'm a fan. It's a little goopy, and I've interviewed a lot of people who have had trouble with it because it's gotten on their pillow or it's gotten on their loved ones, and they haven't stuck with it. Now, you can do platelet-rich plasma. You can look that up later if you want to. It's kind of expensive. And it, again, takes several treatments, has to do with needles, or you can use Capillus, low-level laser therapy. Again, you pay for this once. Once it's paid off, you continue to put it on your head for 6 minutes a day. Read your magazine. It is hands-free. It comes with a clip for your belt. It comes with the battery charger, which you'll plug it in. I do about every 5 days, but you'll look at the blue lights. You'll know when to charge. You hook it on your belt like you see this guy, and you go do your thing. But remember, you have to 6 months with HSN with this special time to try this. And this is a 6-month testimonial picture right here. This is a real person just like you and me. And I'm glad he has short hair because look at, we could see his scalp. So if you've ever, I always think of being in church, and you know, if you're up high in church and you see down below, I used to sing at weddings. I had a bride come to me and tell me the story. She was a hairstylist, and her hair looked a lot, actually worse than this. And you can see in this before, look at the after, how this woman's hair actually looks like a deeper color. Now, and her bangs are growing. You can color this hair, you can cut this hair, you can perm this hair because it's your hair. But this gal didn't know, she's 5'2", that she was losing her hair. Not the gal in a picture, another one. But she found it in her engagement pictures, and she cried. And she didn't want to send those pictures out. But she had a year before the wedding. She used Capillus. She grew her hair back. and was so happy with her wedding pictures. But the biggest thing she said is, you know what, hair is my business, and I just want to tell people about this. And I think that's the biggest thing is tell your friends. If it comes up in conversation, please tell them about low-level laser therapy, even if it's not for you, because we've got to start talking about this. There is no reason, if there is a woman or a man out there that is dealing with androgenetic alopecia and they want to grow that hair back, for them not to be able to try this. Like we just, and if you're totally confident and you don't, this doesn't interest you, that is fine. But let's catch this for folks before that follicle miniaturizes totally, because remember, if it goes totally bald, we can't bring it back.
Right.
So then you would have to do hair replacement. But this, for almost everybody, 6 minutes a day. And Alice, it's just, I love that it's just so easy to explain, easy to do, and you're making it easy at HSN.
I mean, there's nothing to it, you know, there's nothing to it, but there's so much to it. But I think to her point, you know, if you don't know the timing, you know, you don't know if you might wait too late and then those hair follicles might not be able to grow back. Why not try it when we have it at $1,000 off, free shipping and handling, 5 flex payments? Why not try it? I want you to hear from Isabel. Isabel tried it. Listen to her testimonial, because I think when you understand what this has meant to many people's lives, then maybe you'll see that it might fit into yours as well.
I took a picture on the very first day. I parted my hair down the middle, took my camera, my phone, and took some photos. Continued using the product, and a coworker of mine kept wanting to see what my results were. So a few months later, she said, you know, I think things are working. I had shared with her, and she said, I think things are working. Take a picture, take another picture. And finally, I did it, and it happened to be at the 6-month mark, almost to the day. And when I compared the pictures, it makes me emotional, because I really didn't expect to see those results. And it's really fascinating when you can do research about a product and what you read is true, and that you see the results, and that it can be very life-changing, especially for women.
And maybe this is you. Maybe you just don't know what to do. Maybe you've tried a couple of things and it just didn't work for you. This is a great, simple, easy-to-use solution that, frankly, FDA cleared laser hair therapy device. I want just to say that again because I think it's so important. FDA cleared laser hair therapy device. This isn't some fly-by-night thing. This isn't some flash-in-the-pan thing. This isn't some, you know, snake oil thing. This is technology that is working in a very important way that has been scrutinized, okay? That has been scrutinized. And you need to get it home and you need to try it. The 6 months that you're gonna have to try this product, if it doesn't work for you, then you are welcome to return it. If you don't see any results, you are welcome to return it. But why not try it for 6 months and experience something that maybe you never thought possible? Because I think, you know, Sean, I think a lot of times, you know, we hear about technology or we hear about this or that, and you know what, it's like, well, I don't know. I don't think that's ever really gonna work because we've never experienced technology that is taking place, like right now. I mean, things have changed so much. Technology of sound, technology of lighting, technology of cars. Why not technology that helps us in terms of regrowing our hair? Why not?
And this is, so red laser also has been used in the healthcare system for other reasons, but it helps to regenerate that follicle. So what it's doing is it's actually going in there and stimulating blood flow. So it is a vasodilator, basically. So it's called photobiomodulation. That is the technology behind it. Clinical studies have been done, double-blind actually, independent, not from Capillus, but from other companies, this is what you need to see. People will go in and they have miniaturizing follicles, which is what's about to happen on your screen right now. That's going to get thinner and thinner and thinner. Now they'll actually shave a part of their head and then they will do low-level laser therapy for a period of time, 3 months, 6 months, a year, and they will then count the hairs literally in that spot. So here's what's happening to you. This is why your hair is falling out. That is low-level laser therapy hitting that hair follicle. And did you see it? It regrew the hair. It can also help to stop the hair loss. So if that's the one thing that I can say to you is, you know what, today might be as bad as it gets. So take that before picture, get your order placed, and start wearing this for 6 minutes a day. And I met Isabel. I've interviewed her in real life. And, you know, she talked about how she was losing through her part. So men and women lose our hair a little differently, but we both lose it for the same reason. It's a hormone called DHT. So here you see she had started parting over to the side. Now she can part in the middle because that's growing back. That's a 12-month. We showed you a 6-month. Remember, you'll start to see results usually around that 3-month point. There's a 3-month. So this is good. He has a definite bald patch on the left side that has now filled in. You can see the right side starting to fill in as well. So give us that time. Please be faithful, 6 minutes a day. And remember, if you go to a dermatologist or a doctor and they'll talk to you about your hair loss, if you're a woman, they'll say, okay, you have female pattern baldness, and they'll show you this exact scale generally. So if you're in that gray, generally the Capillus cap can help stop your hair loss and regrow your hair. If you're in the white, meaning you have a bald spot that just has not produced hair, the follicle has died, basically. I don't have a better word. That's what happens. We can't bring that one back. So we want to resuscitate that follicle now with this laser. We want to get in there and say, wake up, grow. Men, it's a Norwood-Hamilton classification. These are all physicians, experts in the field that created these charts that are used. It's throughout the industry. So you'll see this a lot. Again, if you're in the gray or someone you love is in that gray area, the M almost, or the bald patch on the back, we can bring that hair back. If you've gotten to that white area where it's shiny bald, we can't. And remember, the easy thing about this, it comes with the cap. It comes with absolutely everything you need. If you are using shampoos, other things like that, that's fine. You do this on dry hair. I'm going to hit the button so you can see it. There will be little dots here at the end. They light up. They'll tell you how much battery life you have. So I have 3 dots, so I'll charge in a day or 2. I'm putting my hands over the sensor so that you can see this turn on. Did you hear it stop beeping? That's a safety mechanism so that it just protects your eyes. They're lasers, so it just turns on when it's on your head. We do get people who will call us and say, I don't think my cap's working. It's because you can't see it, but when I put it on my head, it's working. It's on. The other questions we get is, should I slide it down? Should I put it where my hair loss area is? Yes. Do you get a quick start guide? Absolutely. Has what to expect. Don't worry. This doesn't mean it's a lot to read. This is in several languages. But one thing you will see is our website and our customer service phone numbers. So if you need to send us an email, if you want to call us, we're US-based customer service. And seriously, I go down to the Miami office quite often. A lot of the folks deal with hair loss, but there's a lot of great hair in that building because everybody uses Capillus. But the main thing is they care. Capillus cares about you, and if you're happy and if you're satisfied, and I know HSN does too, and that's why you get 6 months. So give it the 6 months. Let us know how it goes, and please take a before picture, because I feel like my job is like crying because I'm happy and crying because I'm sad. But I do the before pictures, and the stories are amazing, and we want you to have confidence and easy.
Absolutely. And when you can look at a price like this today, really truly one of the best prices that we have ever done on Capillus, $9.79 for the new one, the one that has the most lasers on it, okay? And that's what you want. You want to get as much coverage as you can. You're gonna get it with this particular model. So you're really getting the newest model, you're getting the most advanced model, and you're getting it on 5 flex payments if you want to split it up and get started trying. Free shipping and handling. I want to share with you Dr. Danes as well, and let you hear that testimonial from a doctor.
My name is Dr. Adrian Danes. I'm a medical doctor. I also have a PhD. 2 years ago, I began to see a profound change in the quality of my hair. I have started to use Capillus, and I find it effective. It is very important for me that Capillus is FDA cleared. You put it on your head, you turn it on, 1 button, and you're done.
That's it. That's all you do. 6 minutes later, you're done for the day. And I suppose that you can do it any time of day, morning, noon, night. Does it really matter? And my other question is, do I have to like try and separate my hair or pull it back so that the light really gets to the scalp?
Great questions. And the first one is you can do this anytime. And if you forget a day, don't panic. Just, get back to it. But I'm a certified personal trainer and a health coach. And one of the things that we've learned, I'm finishing my PhD right now, and I read a lot of studies about regularity. And so if we do something at the same time every day, it helps us to remember. So we recommend you do this at the same time every day for 6 minutes. It makes it a habit, but you do not have to do that. The other thing is, yes, you know what? If you have the time and you want to, especially if you do have extensions that don't come out, and we do have a lot of folks that have that, try to get the cap because it does need to get to the scalp and get down to that follicle. So try to place it the best you can so that it has the best surface area to work with. And again, if you are using minoxidil, if you're using other things, you can use this in conjunction with it. Just remember your cap is used on dry hair. If you don't wash your hair every day, that's fine. I will have hairspray and stuff. Sometimes I forget to color my roots and, there's that kind of thing. Just, you can wipe this cap out with a warm washcloth with maybe some soap. Don't use an alcohol-based wipe on it because this is silicone. Part of the reason it's silicone is so it's flexible and comfortable. There are older versions of this type of technology that were like a helmet, and it just wasn't comfortable. So I hope that helps. We just want to make it as easy for you as possible. The technology itself is called low-level laser therapy. That's what this is. And make sure you're looking at lasers if you're doing some comparisons and not LEDs, because LEDs are not the same thing. Lasers actually penetrate through the scalp down to the base of that hair follicle and perform photobiomodulation. And what that means is it's stimulating that follicle. It's literally stopping the hair loss, and it is helping to regrow your hair. So I want to show you my hair one more time after you see what's happening. So this is the red laser going down to the bottom of the follicle. It's reversing miniaturization. That's literally the technical medical term. So this is miniaturization, meaning getting smaller. The follicle gets smaller and smaller, meaning the hair that grows out of it gets thinner and thinner. Once that laser hits it, it rejuvenates the follicle, it stimulates it, it helps it to grow. Now, you'll hear, and you might have heard people saying, oh, massage your scalp, stimulate. Yes, go ahead and do that. This does it on a scientific level because it goes actually down to the bottom of the follicle. And once you buy this, you own it forever. So if you are dealing with androgenetic alopecia, which is almost all of us, 1 in 3 people deal with hair loss overall. I think it's 96% deal with androgenetic alopecia, meaning it's something that runs in our family. We're sensitive to a hormone called DHT, and that's what's causing our hair loss. So you'll want the 202 lasers. You'll literally recharge your battery whenever it needs it. You put the cap on your head. If you're traveling, take it with you. If you're flying on an airplane, I'm going to show you real quickly. You'll just detach the battery and you carry the battery on. I fly with mine all the time. And it's fun because I start really fun conversations. And I know people go to HSN as soon as I leave and are like, really, it works? This is it. So, and then when you charge it, you just use your charger, and there's a little, very easy to understand. You put this in the hole, you plug it into the wall, you recharge when you're ready. There's a little arrow to arrow. Look at that. Bada bing. You put it on your head, you turn it on. 6 minutes. Just think between now and the top of the hour, I will have completed my hair growth treatment for the day.
You know what's interesting is when you put it on and you have that cord, it really just looks like you're listening to music. It just, nobody could even tell what you're doing. It's amazing the way it's been designed to just really camouflage everything about it. I had another question, which is, what about, because everybody's head size is different. Some are large, some are small. Is it, do I pick a size, or is it just going to fit everybody?
It's generally one size fits all.
Okay.
If you do have a real sizing problem, so go ahead and just purchase from HSN. If you have a sizing problem, contact their customer service. And maybe you have an extremely large head. Sometimes we can help with that. But to be Right on. Most folks just wear this general size. If you have trouble, check with HSN customer service or our customer service, and we can help. And Alice, did you have another question?
No.
Because these questions are great because
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten so used to this every day, and people ask the questions, and one of the questions I get the most, I think, is, does it hurt? Can you feel it? It's lasers. No, these are called cool lasers. So it just
I do
feels
have
like a
another
hat.
question. So after I start using it, and let's say I'm using it, do I feel anything like tingling or anything? I mean, or just notice hopefully more hair growth?
That's it. Most of the time, folks just notice more hair growth. Now, in months 0 to 3, I've heard a few people saying that their scalp itched a little bit. And part of that is, hello, healthiness, that blood's coming. Very few people have said that. Most folks say the only thing they notice, because there are no known side effects here, is they do notice at that 3-month point, oh, the hair's growing back. When I used to pull my hair back in a tighter ponytail, and I could see it here quite a bit. When I fall off of my regularity with this, that's the first place I see it. And I'm like, okay, 6 minutes a day, every day. Because remember, this is a lifetime issue, and this has been clinically shown to regrow your hair. So all you have to do is put it on your head. But if you're looking for change, give it that 3 to 6 months. And that's why you have 6 months. 180 days to try this with HSN. And I get it, if it doesn't work, you can send it back. But other people, what I hear is other people notice sometimes before we do. So I know Lynn, who is a host at HSN, noticed her brother's hair and said, I think it's working. And Isabel, you heard that testimonial. Her friend said, I think it's working. And Adam Pressman as the cap, because again, you see yourself in the mirror every day. It's those people who may not see you for a couple of weeks that go, is your hair thicker? You look more healthy. You look a little more vibrant. And this isn't about beauty or being youthful, I think. I think this is about healthy. So if you've missed out on some things, now's the time. And again, I've spent money on all kinds of things. Hair extensions, I can tell you, they're $1,000 because you have to keep moving them up. I've the clip-ins. I've done the sprays. I've put my glasses on my head, gotten the spray on my nose. So then everybody in my office knew I was spraying my scalp brown. Been there. I get it. Try this. It works. It's clinically shown. It's FDA cleared. And Alice, I know we haven't gotten to do a show together yet, but this is the lowest price I've ever done. And I've been doing this for 5 years. Right. I'm so excited.
Better than half price. One more time. We only have a couple of minutes left. It's time for you to make a decision. But listen to Martino before you make that decision.
My name is Martino Cardi, celebrity stylist. When I turned 40 years old, I noticed my hairline was really starting to thin, and I was starting to panic. So I found a hair restoration surgeon, world-renowned guy, right here in Florida. So I went to him and I had the transplant. I spent a lot of money, and he told me, you really should protect your investment. And by doing that, I want you to get this Capillus laser cap. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna stop the hair from falling out that you already had with the surgery. Plus, it's gonna help other hair come in thicker and more fuller, like when you were younger. Being a celebrity stylist, I have access to the best of the best. So if I choose Capillus, you should too. FDA approved, clinical results, you're gonna love your hair.
Well, you're gonna love our price today because exactly what Sean was saying, we took $1,000 off. It's on 5 flex payments, and we will even ship it to you, and we will give you 6 months to try it. Please try it, see if it works for you. If it doesn't, send it back. But boy, if it works, Sean, if it works, the way you're gonna feel is unlike anything else.
I have interviewed doctors now for well over 10 years. As a health reporter, I've looked at thousands of products. Martino said it, Dr. Danes said it. When you have looked at so many things and we read the studies, but most importantly, we listen to the people who use it, because I can tell you all day long, this is something for you to try and for you to try how it feels for you. Because for me, I can tell you, when I put this on my head, it's no pain, it's easy. And we know if we go to the gym, yes, we feel better after, but it's like, oh, getting there isn't always fun. This is fun. You know, I put it on when I brush my teeth in the morning. I go start the coffee maker and it goes beep, 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 you're done. I put it back in its case. This is something you can do for you to give yourself healthy looking, awesome, fabulous feeling hair that you can color, you can perm, you can get that sassy haircut if you want. You can have something to hook extensions to. But this has been life-changing for so many people. Please do give us a shot. Give us that 6 months and take that before picture. And Alice, it's been so fun to do this with you. I'm almost done with my 6 minutes.
And you as well, Sean. What a treat to get to meet you and to hear about this amazing product. Thank you so much. And stay in the ordering process for it. I do hope you'll make that choice and give it a try. It is worth it for sure. But get ready because Marlo is coming up next because things are on sale and some of them are from our home, and we've got a great Today special.
Alice. Happy Monday to you. I'm so happy that you're watching HSN. My name is Marlo, and Alice is absolutely right. Today has been such an incredible day at HSN. We've got the perfect pieces for your home, and I'm going to be taking you on a tour of some of the best values coming up. We're going to be giving